Now let me quickly introduce QubeDot for a second if you have not heard about us. So we are a pretty young company, founded 2019. And basically what we do is we have a unique technology to process the gallium nitride material system. And that allows us to produce basically lighting systems and micro LEDs for our beam path. And with those beam paths, that helps us to set up microscopy solutions, where we are ISO certified. And so far, we have produced more than 1,000 systems that we are spread in the market already, which makes us rather happy. Now, if we look about the advantages of our microscopy solutions that we offer to our customer, that's basically that we always customize the beam path, and with that we customize the beam path to the specific application of the customer. The whole setup requires less space. We always produce products that are mechanically highly integrated and robust. We always try to integrate zoom lens or fluidic zoom lens if required. And then we put in the light sources that we fabricate on our own and filters, for example, for fluorescence. And as you can see on the right-hand side, the product that I will present in the next couple of minutes, there is no button, there is no screw, there's nothing you can touch, so there's nothing to it that could accidentally be wrongly adjusted. Now, what kind of imaging do we do? It's digital inline holography. I'll share a couple of insights on that technology as well later on. It's bright field, it's fluorescence, and of course it's phase contrast, which I'll focus in the first couple of slides. Now, if we compare our systems to those of other companies, we'll try to make our systems as compact as possible, as small as possible, which helps our customers to also move the system from not only one office to another, but also to take it out in the field. Our systems are always driven by USB power, so you won't need any real power supply. USB power via laptop will always be sufficient for any kind of stuff that we do. What I would like to present today is a very compact setup for phase contrast that we will be launching this year in the second quarter of this year. So you'll be the first one seeing that one. And what we put here on the slide is a very small and compact setup that has an optical beam path here. You can see my mouse here. Has a beam path here on top with camera and with a zoom lens and with the objective lens. Down here we got a motorized stage, and then the stage here is also heated. So if you want to keep your cells at the right temperature, you can adjust the heating temperature. Normally it's 37 degrees. And combining all the technology in one simple setup allows our customers, no matter where they are, and we have the customers that will buy this product. They are, for example, some are based in Brazil, some are based in Germany, some are based anywhere else in the world. And what allows this very compact setup that has no buttons to touch basically allows our customers to get the same results in any kind of laboratory, no matter if it's in the field or if it's in the lab itself. They'll always have the same result because the system is so compact and the system does not have any buttons. So there's basically, for our customers, another main advantage is there's no chance of getting an image that is not crisp, which is quite nice, because our customers usually are not specialists in microscopy or specialists in biology. They just want to work with cells. They just want to have the result. So they don't really want to use a microscope as people use a microscope. Now let's have a quick look at the image quality that it delivers. So even though it's very small, it'll give a frame rate of 60 frames per second, which is, for example, sufficient enough to have a look at those sperm cells here of boa, which are boa sperms. Movement is quite nice detectable, so is the resolution. And what does our setup make it so special? Well, there's no annulus ring required, so it requires less adjustment, or at least no adjustment that is required by the customer. So the system works right out of the box. And compared to conventional a conventional approach, of course, it requires less space. And then it's mechanically more robust because obviously there's not so much that you can adjust. Then a quick look at another product that we put on the market a couple of months ago. It's a very compact setup, again, to observe liquids and microchannels. You can see that thing here is a whole microscope. But again, it's totally digital with the sensor down here, and then illumination will be on top here. And it's made by digital inline holography. So there's only one micro LED in there that we produce ourselves. And we got the one detector, 0 lenses, 100% simple mechanical setup because there's nothing to adjust. You just put in the micro channel, and then you can have a look at your cells easily. And as you can see, as that one is very robust, you can also take it in the incubator, for example. Also, what you can do with it, it's possible to put it in the sterilizer. So if you put it to 125 or 137 degrees, that's no problem for that setup. Now let's again have a look at the resolution. As we heard before in the meeting, 1 micrometer is basically the resolution that is required for cell imaging. And again, what we have here, the resolution goes down to values of approximately 0.7 microns. And what is brilliant about the system is a large field of view. As you can see, it's 4 times 5 millimeters. And you have, no matter where you are on that field of view, on the 4 times 5 millimeters, you always have the 0.7 micrometers in resolution, which is quite nice. And again, it's very robust, it's compact, it's very hard to destroy. Let's have a look at the cells or at videos that we can take with it. So that would have been a long-term cell observation on neuroblastoma. So we kind of put that in the incubator and then just had a look at the cells and how they develop. And obviously, the imaging is only black-white or kind of grayscale due to phase contrast. But again, it's much more easy to have systems like that and put them in incubators compared to conventional systems. Right, and then also what we do is it's not only setting up the mechanical setup of the product, but also the algorithms that go aside. For example, object detection, of course, autofocus algorithm, tracking, cell counting. And what we've done here is we just want to showcase that we've done here some image analysis on sperm cells and classification based on how they move, how fast they move, and where they move. So that also goes to what we produce at QubeDot. Now, what can you do for us? Of course, supply filters, supply optical elements that we might need, or also demonstrate interesting imaging technologies that we might integrate to products. So if you're a university or a Fraunhofer Institute and you have a piece of very beautiful technology, we might want to bring it to the market and integrate that to our products. Now, what can we do for you? We design and manufacture customized microscopy solutions. Also, we do the series production of devices that could go along with our logo. It could also go along with your logo as white label manufacturing. And of course, if you require the software to work with a microscope, we can also produce that. Well, that's it. Thanks a lot for your time. I very much appreciate any question. Thank you very much.